To 100% Donut County, I have to destroy an entire city, swallow a legion of evil raccoons, abandon all morals, and make soup, all inside a silly children's game where, believe it or not, I had to look up guides to solve simple puzzles. We open on Mira texting Raccoon, and somehow this is the most normal part of the game. Mira complains how the honking man woke her up again, and I respond with a quack. This is actually part of the first achievement of this game where we have to quack 100 times while texting. After quacking for a few minutes, I become impatient and decide to do this achievement later. We learn that the raccoon's name is BK, which I can only assume is short for Burger King. The raccoon claims he will avenge Mira for her unlawful waking and asks when she'll come back to the donut shop, which Mira replies by feeding her dog bread in order for it to survive. If only she knew. I open the curtains and see a goose driving around the lawn, which is also the title card of the game. Oh, there's the duck. This is one of many animals I misidentify. I then open up the first big black hole of the game, with more to follow. Christ, I can't believe I wrote that in the script. I begin my destruction by hovering my hole under a few letters which then fall through. I then notice the hole I'm controlling begins to get bigger, allowing me to engulf bigger letters. Give me your letters, yes. And soon I'm big enough for the honking man himself. I will get you, you duck. I decide to knock his cart over and eat his donuts. He is competition after all. I take my time, consuming every object around him, making him watch as he realizes his fate is to come. And then it happens. You will get in my hole. Wait, no. We cut back to the donut shop where Burger King apparently lives. Mira texts how the honking man has suddenly stopped. I then reply with 84 quacks, earning us the first achievement, Quack Enthusiast. Burger King is now level 9 and is one level away from his quadcopter, his most prized, yet not obtained, possession. The conversation ends and we are jumped ahead to 6 weeks later, 999 feet below Donut County. This game is basically the Canterbury Tales if Chaucer dropped acid and invented hole physics. For the dopamine depraved doom-scrolling kiddos, flashback. It just means flashback. Mira has smashed Burger King's quadcopter since he apparently destroyed the entire town. However, Burger King claims his innocence and Mira says he used an app to open up holes all over town, which led to everyone being stuck below. They're both rudely interrupted by a brown British dog named Potter, who says that everyone knows that Burger King is the reason they're down here. You may be asking yourself, why is this dog British? And that's because I gave every character their own terrible voice. Oh, pup. My sweet puppin boy. He must still be up there somewhere. Potter's son Harry is still up there and has not yet succumbed to my gaping black hole. You're a wizard. The next level begins with a small house in the desert filled with pottery. I deploy my hold and eat some paper, rocks, and pottery. As the hole gets bigger, I consume larger items such as bigger rocks, bigger paper, and bigger pottery. My hole lurks and opens the back door where Potter, the British dog mentioned earlier, is making what I can only assume is a phallic-shaped piece of ceramic. I swallow everything in the yard, including the dog, while his little son Harry watches from the window. His name is actually Pup, but I like Harry better. After consuming the Potter family's fortune of lawn chairs and pottery, I make my way to the side of the house, where Harry is hiding in a hot air balloon attached to some rocks. But it makes no difference. I swallow the furnace, which then causes my hole to smoke and burn, something your mother is all too familiar with. I bring the smoking hole under Potter to hopefully cause enough smoke inhalation to where he'll fall right down into the abyss. However, because I failed 5th grade twice, I forgot that heat rises, causing Harry to break loose and fly away with what I'm sure are perfectly healthy lungs, earning us the second achievement of this run, Pup's Odyssey. Yeah, boy. And just like Voldemort, I have successfully split up a family of Potters. After completing the level and gaining some XP, we're able to see progress towards level 10, the quadcopter. We also unlock something new, the Trashopedia, which is Burger King's personal log of everything that falls beneath the surface. Cardboard box. It's a free house. Don't get it wet. Cave. Go in here if you don't want to... Go in here if you want to get yelled at by coyotes. Coffee mug. Coffee rules. It burns your tongue and makes you go to the bathroom. Helmet. Protects you from cows? Swimming pool. Do not try and wash cotton candy in the pool. This tip will save your life. Aw. I think this is written from the perspective of the raccoon. Yet again, we find ourselves 999 feet what was once Donut County to retell the next series of events. How did they survive the fall? Potter claims he just wanted to surprise Harry with a donut, but we all know what he really wanted was to compete in the Triwizard Tournament only to have his classmate die in front of his very eyes, signaling a tone shift and kicking off 4 years of prophecy, blood magic, and secret horcruxes, all of which could have been solved in Book 2 if anyone had bothered to check the condition of the school's giant snake problem. After ranting about inconsistency inconsistencies, we find out Harry did not in fact die from smoke inhalation because Helen the Ranger saw him floating around in the hot air balloon. She doesn't know where the hot air balloon went since she'd gotten anxious and ended up ordering a donut. What is it that makes Helen anxious, you may ask? Believe it or not, snakes. We're then flashed back to Helen's ranger station where she sits atop her watchtower spotlighting potential danger noodles. I deploy the you-know-what, and instead of swallowing the snakes, I decide to make them pop up and start slithering, increasing Helen's anxiety to the max. Just like your mother, I decide to make every snake go wild and then swallow them whole. As expected, Helen begins to flip out in her tower and we follow her to the other side. I eat the smallest items first in order to increase my girth and then proceed to gobble up a caged snake, which then pops right back through. This causes Helen to increase the snake danger meter from yellow to orange, indicating that my anxiety-inducing behavior is working. Oh, what the hell? What is going on here? Little phallic-looking buddy? What is that? From here, I use my new appendage to press a button, cause a chicken to do a 360, sneeze, bless me, thank you, and cause yet another chicken to fall into the depths, which causes the snake meter to go so high that the rock just fucking explodes. I decided to save Helen for last, as it's a proven fact that all meals taste better when most anxious. And just like that, Helen is no longer at ground level. Oh yes, we're getting closer. Oh, almost there. One step closer to our quadcopter, I scroll through the Trashopedia again to read a few entries. A large mug for dirt lovers. The wire allows you to grab the egg and pet the chicken. I don't think that's how that works. Back beneath Donut County, Burger King expects a thank you for solving Helen's snake problem, but is quickly shut down when Salt claims he saw Harry fly around in the hot air balloon through his telescope. I have no idea whether or not these two are married or siblings, so I decided to merge both and gave them my best Alabama impression. Well, me and Pepper were feuding again, so I moved my trailer to Mint River. He took a liking to this bird. Yep, a bird made for liking. I was admiring this bird till I was hit with the hunger, so I ordered a donut by way of this Donut County app. Then the hole came. Yeah, so Salt has a thing for birds apparently, and I don't think it's in the recreational sense, if you catch my drift. Flashback to the riverbed where we can see Salt being a peeping Tom. I consume some fish, grass, and rocks, followed by a French bulldog. I continue eating up various trailer park junk, and I decide that this bird needs a drink after strutting its stuff around all day. I force the bird to drink and finally swallow Salt up, trailer and all. This was by far the quickest level yet, and I finish it off by scrolling through the Trashopedia. Portable outhouse. Half a moose guitar. What? Free sled. What does a bird say? Tell me how to get ate by a bird. Tell me. Flash forward to the underground where BK says what we've all been thinking. Wow. So are you saying you're like in love with a bird? Yep. Is that legal? BK, it's not about the bird. It is about the bird. Mira, it is about the bird. BK is literally me. After bickering about the legalities of bird fucking, we're startled by a tent shaking. And who's in that tent, you may be wondering? None other than Batman himself, who moved away from Gotham and into the desert. Hopeless. We're all hopeless now. Coyote! I thought you moved away to the desert. I did. BK must be targeting folks who are down on their luck. Batman was apparently the original owner of the donut shop. Coyote, Batman, now sells vegetables as a way to give back to the community. The next level, we find ourselves outside Batman's tent, and by ourselves, I mean a raccoon remote controlling an ever-growing hole, and by Batman, I mean a coyote in the desert. Yet another sentence you thought you'd never hear before. The gimmick of this level is you have to consume the campfire and corn in order to make popcorn. After a few seconds, popcorn begins to shoot out, which then attracts birds. I try to smoke out Coyote from his tent like I did with Harry, but it doesn't work. As I get bigger and bigger, I consume a second tent, which begs the question, which coyote was the real one? I scroll through some questionable Trashopedia entries and proceed to have a garbage day. Another quick level, but it's nothing compared to this next one. By now, you probably know the drill. We're back 999 feet below Donut County, where Burger King continues to deny his misdoings. And just like a man, a plane, and a Burger King crown, he continues to say socially unacceptable things. After a philosophical and questionable conversation on the mechanics of donuts and their holes, we learn that Nikki and Ramona, who I will now be renaming George and Lenny, just moved to Hopper Springs for their retirement. I learned that they're actually bunnies and love to watch the bunnies and pet the bunnies and take care of the bunnies, eventually committing murder and running from the police, where the smarter, more brazen one decides to put the other bunny petting psychopath down in the pasture after a long and tiresome internal struggle between friendship and his own values. George and Lenny ordered a donut, and we find ourselves in the next level. The two are sitting in their penthouse watching over the rabbit farm. We have to eat a carrot and lead the rabbit out of its pen onto the ramp and into the hole. Come here, bunny. Do I have to lead him out? Yeah, bunny. Don't you want the carrot? Oh, yes, come get the carrot. You love the carrot. These bunnies will do just about anything for a carrot, and just by hovering it under them, they jump off the top of a cliff and dive right into their eventual demise. Which is what I thought would happen, but after swallowing 2 rabbits, something else happens instead. Oh, what? What? What is going on? No lovemaking in my donut hole. Yeah, that's right. These rabbits begin to have a romp in the hay, and I proceed to predict the future. I swear, if they start shooting little baby rabbits. You see, foreshadowing is a literary device. 2 more bunnies fall below, and soon it happens. No, no, no more, no. This hole is about to bust. Chaos ensues. I shoot out all the babies and immediately eat them again like a betta fish. When I was a kid, one of my betta fish gave birth and decided that her babies were food and decided to eat all of them, and then ate too much and died, and it has haunted me ever since. We beat the level and oh my god, what is that? Oh, it's his leg. I thought that looked like something else from the side angle. It kind of looked like, look at that. What do you think that is? What do you think that looks like? After a false alarm, we flip through the Trashopedia and flash forward yet again to further the plot where Burger King continues to be the voice of reason. Mira and Burger King bicker more and we learn that Salt and Pepper split up. One of them went to Joshua Tree Park to, After me and Salt split, I went to Joshua Tree Park for some peace and quiet. I brought my laptop also to watch bird videos. The next level takes place in said park with Joshua's trees and Pepper's trailer sitting across from an unsuspecting bird. We eat a few smaller items and soon learn that the bird Pepper has been watching has an endless supply of charcoal, something that when combined with the campfire will produce smoke and flames. I attempt to smoke out Pepper, but it's not working. She's still alive. I decide to do the unthinkable. I commit grand arson and torch that little Pepper's trailer, earning us the Pyro achievement. I set fire to the rest of the park and not only eat the trees, but the mountains too, finishing up this level. We learn that Salt and Pepper are siblings. You and your brother have... Oh, I didn't know they were brother and sister. No, I wasn't looking at bird stuff that time, okay? Then what were you doing, Pepper? Yeah, Pepper, what were you doing while watching the bird video, huh? What exactly were you doing? I was writing an email. To a bird? No, you trash sniffer. To my brother, Salt. Excuse me. I was writing an apology. I shouldn't have smashed your lava lamp, and I shouldn't have ate the lava. What? It was wrong with me. Pep, it's all right, dude. The lava is the best part. Yeah, these 2 are absolute freaks and should be incarcerated, except this next character might be even more dangerous to society. Morsel owns a fireworks stand on the beach and has the most permits in Donut County. I sell explosives. I have no idea what he is supposed to be. Maybe a bean or something. Anyway, he sells explosives and takes us into the next level at Beach Lot C. Don't you have a cast on your leg? Here we eat some trash on the ground and other debris, and I notice that each time we get close to Morsel's shack, he lights off a firework, which, after swallowing, we're able to use it to knock pigeons off a phone line. My lack of animal recognition shows again as our next target is this weird little white thing sitting conveniently on the edge of a cliff. Come here, little ducky. Or is that a bird? I think that's a duck. That looks like a duck, right? Am I dumb? Did we already eat a duck? I think we already ate a duck. I shoot 3 fireworks up and knock it down where I think it's alive? I don't know, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what kind of animal you think it is. I eat corn, and since my hole is on fire, I shoot out more popcorn. The level ends with me swallowing Morsel's trailer, and the mystery animal is spared for now. I'm saving you for last. We are one step closer to our beloved quadcopter. Coco, what I think is an alligator, has a bone to pick with Mira, who knew that the raccoons were making holes from the start. This lady has been giving my man Burger King crap for 6 weeks now, when she knew, from the start mind you, who was causing this destruction. Mira is the real villain here. Flashback to Coco sitting on a lawn chair in a little suit, where him and Mira are texting. Mira, the psychopath, asks Coco how many snakes it'll take to defeat him. Mira plans on sending him 1,000 snakes to off the alligator and claims she has no idea what's behind the disappearances. The gall on this lady, I tell you what. Coco asks if she's talked to Possum yet, who apparently thinks the earth is hollow and flat at the same time. Coco starts connecting the dots, with the disappearances occurring at the same time the raccoons moved into town. Mira says the raccoons treat her well, making her complicit. Coco reveals the most painful information yet, as he too ordered a donut. The start of this level is my favorite, where we have to swallow up geckos that are invisible. After getting close enough with the hole, they become fully visible, with us having to find the smallest geckos first to grow in size. The next part, we sneak around Coco, who's passed out in his lawn chair. He has a little radio playing, which we cannot eat in order to earn the next achievement. I eat his books, coffee, a sprinkler, and some lawn ornaments before I'm finally big enough to eat Coco himself, who doesn't even wake up. I eat his house, and soon there's only 2 items left in the level, the radio and a blade of grass. The grass is stuck in a corner and the radio is blocking my access to it since the hole is too big. I try to flick the radio away but accidentally consume both. This, I'm afraid, is where our game ends. I'm unable to 100% Donut County. After hours of highly complex gameplay, one radio would be the thing to finish me off. Nah, I just replayed the level and got the music lover achievement. Flash forward and we meet a new zany character, Jellybean, who I for some reason thought was a moderator of multiple subreddits and also had sleep apnea.
Kiss Dollop on the head. You offended her.
No?
Kiss her. But no, it's the least you can do. After stealing all of our eggs.
I didn't steal the eggs. They fell. Through the ground. Tell your story, Jellybean.
Times were tough on the farm. I had to sell my prized rooster to make ends meet. Dollop was very upset.
Jellybean claims Burger King stole all of his eggs. Jellybean recounts his story, with Burger King controlling a hole to eat up his entire property. I eat a raccoon on a moped and a chicken before being interrupted by a cutscene, with Burger King taking a mean grumpy on the pot. Mira scolds him for delivering a donut to Coco and forces him to buy a catapult in order to spit out some of the items he's eaten. We load into a shop where we have $110, and instead of buying the catapult right away, I decide to buy some energy drinks first, earning the gamer achievement. After buying the catapult, I'm able to shoot up the past few items I swallowed. This puzzle requires you to launch this chicken up and then use a lever on the side of the barn to capture it, something that had taken me 5 minutes to figure out. On the back side of the barn, a Jellybean is shooting eggs at us for some reason, which after changing the speed of the shooter, we have hundreds of eggs being shot out. After breaking 3 dozen, we earn the egg breaker achievement. I swallow the rest of the eggs, a silo, and Jellybean's farm, ending the level. Back below, Mira argues with Burger King, and a bear dressed as a beekeeper retells his story on how he was hunted by bees.
Saved me. You humiliated me.
Wait, that's the same voice as the other guy. You were getting hunted by bees. I'm a hero. You ordered a donut to the middle of the forest?
Yep. I guess it's suspicious that you offered to deliver donuts all the way out to the middle of the forest.
Hunted by bees?
Look. It's a tough job. Sometimes you get hunted by bees.
We find ourselves in the honey nut forest and use a hole to eat a honeycomb, which we then launch up with the catapult, causing a frog to jump off a log and into our hole, which sounds like a Rube Goldberg machine, except the blueprint was clearly written by a raccoon with head trauma. This frog will show up later as it's a core mechanic to a few levels. By shooting the frog out of the hole, it's able to latch its tongue onto objects we otherwise couldn't reach. We see this in practice with a few beehives and later with anthropomorphic animals. The next part of this level is pretty simple, with me shooting the frog out of the hole to grab some bees and afterwards the beekeeper. And now, bear, the frog who is bigger than you shall consume you. Oh! Ooh! Yeah, this beekeeper got his colonoscopy early, and luckily for him, it turned out to be negative. The level ends and we are right around the corner from level 10, but not before. One of the most genuinely hardest achievements I've ever completed. Harder than writing this script, which at this point, I'm pretty sure is longer than the Old Testament. Chef from South Park owns a restaurant, which Salt and Pepper both hate, and if these two bird fuckers hate it, then it must be bad. How can you guys be called Salt and Pepper and not have appreciation for soup? Chef's specialty is soup with a hint of infestation. We start outside the restaurant with Chef sitting on an egg crate to keep bugs from getting out, and boy did I get acquainted with these bugs. The first part of this level is eating the grass, bugs, and finally Chef, but the easy part won't last for long. For this next achievement, we have to make Chef's secret recipe. I pull the lever and fill my hole with some questionable liquid, which we then need Salt and Pepper to finish off the soup. In order to pop the achievement, we need extra pepper, which is an issue since every time we add more ingredients, more bugs pop out from the walls. And if these bugs touch the soup, we have to reset the level. Not only that, but I also have to avoid this bird, which will try and eat the soup every time I get close. I replayed this level more times than the first level of the Impossible Quiz, but if playing COD Zombies has taught me anything, it's how to train a horde. I finally add enough pepper and feed it to the bird, all without the bugs getting a single sip, popping the secret soup achievement. Yeah, I don't feel bad at all about destroying Chef's restaurant. That place needed to be buried in the depths of hell. Back down in the hole, not much happens. The plot progresses and Mira is confronted with her cardinal sin, destroying Burger King's quadcopter. Yeah, why did you smash it, Mira? If only you knew. Dude, I didn't want to smash it. I had to.
Yeah, boy.
The next level takes place in the donut shop and isn't too special. No, not my quadcopter. No! What are you doing? You're acting psycho. How can you brag about this stupid toy when you got it by destroying our friends' homes? They ordered the donut holes, dude. I give people what they want. This is pointless. BK, what's your password for this thing? I think it's 0451. Wait, No, I changed it to Bonky Kong? Thanks. How'd you get up there? By the way, do you know what's at the bottom of the holes? I don't know. What are you doing? Teaching you a lesson. I swallow up the donut shop, earning us the Donut County achievement. Finally, after 6 weeks of camping underground, the gang decides to plan an escape instead of pointing fingers. They plan on swallowing the hot air balloon Harry is flying around in and using that to fly out. Problem is, they don't know where he's at. But do you know who does know where he's at? That's right, a possum. The conspiracy theorist who is right about the earth being hollow and might even be more psychotic than Burger King. The next level takes place at the abandoned house where he lives, and it is creepy as hell. After getting jump scared by cats in little masks, I figure out that by eating flashlights, I'm able to see what's going on. I turn on the lights, and the possum falls right into my hole. Okay, we got possum. Why are we eating this house now? Do we really need this furniture down beneath the surface? Not only is the possum clinically insane, but he too has the voice of Batman.
I was right.
Uh-huh.
Hello, Earth. Occam's razor.
Yep. How many hours do we have to listen to this? So, possum, do you know how to locate Pup?
Pup. I think I heard the cops looking for a dog in a hot air balloon.
Go? Where is he?
I may be able to find out if I had a raccoon police scanner.
Oh my god. BK, where can we get a raccoon police scanner? The police chief probably has one, but he's at Raccoon Lagoon today. It's his day off. Let's wreck it. Mira, are you serious? Raccoon Lagoon is the happiest raccoon place on Raccoon Earth. It's got great tunes and water balloons. Raccoon Lagoon is home to one of the Raccoon Lagoon is home to the fun fume that's fun for raccoons. You have no choice, BK. The flume is doomed. Fine. But you have to answer to the police chief when he's down here. The police scanner is at Raccoon Lagoon, where we are headed next. I deploy my hole and blah blah blah, you know the drill, blah blah blah. Is anybody even here? If you are, then comment your favorite character so far. I don't know, I'm getting pretty tired of writing this script, and I'm betting I'm even more tired of reading it out loud. We use the catapult to spin the gumball machine, which spits out water balloons. After swallowing the water, we spit it back out to propel the chief down the ride. After a few minutes, I eat up the chief, and soon the whole part falls to its demise, which begs the question, how is everybody down below not flooded? This earns us the Flume is Doomed achievement. Possum grabs the police scanner, and we're able to listen in.
Trouble concerns at Raccoon Hickle. Beta protesters have custom t-shirts out.
That's not it.
Don't police shop is missing. Investigation on the way as a federal raccoon named BK.
Turn it off.
Oh wait, no, wrong voice.
There's gotta be some news about Pup.
We're crossing back all on the 405. 100 million crossings coming down. That must be my pup.
Got it. He's on the 405.
This next level might be the most satisfying one yet. We begin by terrorizing this mouse and, poor little rat. I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm edging him. I'm literally edging him. This dude's literally getting the edge of his life right now. Oh. We eat up some raccoons and soon find the prophecy child in the hot air balloon surrounded by the feds. But if Ted Kaczynski has taught me anything, it's that, wait, no, I'm not saying that. Using the catapult, I launch donuts at the cops and eat the raccoons, which are also launched back up in order to drag Pup down beneath. The hole grows to the bigots it's been, and my childhood nightmare comes to fruition. Oh, this is so satisfying. Yes. Yes. Oh, get in my hole. Wait, no. Back beneath the surface, there's not one car in sight, which is odd considering Harry floats down right next to the campfire. How are these animals not crushed by all the cars I ate 2 seconds ago? We reunite Harry and Potter. Burger King and Mira hop into the air balloon and talk to the leader of the raccoons in order to save the city. On the way there, Mira and Burger King have a heartfelt moment in the hot air balloon, and it's really sweet. Aw, who cares about that? Let's swallow it all! Possum comes out of nowhere and surprises the two. He helps hack into the security system where we deploy more holes to disrupt the evil Trash King. After hacking, we pop another achievement, and just like Siri, we violate privacy by deploying a hole while this guy sits on the pop. This is a fortified compound that funnels all the town's trash through these little tubes. I make my way to security, eating some garbage on the way. I swallow this raccoon sleeping on the job and use his lifeless body to gather the red security key, which I struggle to find a use for, but realize it is used to open the biology lab, and this is where we meet the head honcho himself.
Welcome to the biology lab, new recruits. Donut County was home to many rude, screaming beasts. Nobody knows why. The animals were just outside. It's our job to figure out the purpose of these new creatures. Watch. as our top raccoons extract the facts.
That's right, the Trash King is voiced by none other than Stitch, whom I will be referring to from now on. Two raccoon scientists meet their fate, followed by a caged snake. In the second part of this level, we have to use the arrow buttons to grab the caged animals from the wall. By hitting a very specific combination, which I for sure got on the first try and didn't struggle doing for 20 minutes, we are able to open the vault that was in the security room. I finish up this puzzle and use the frog to eat the flies and pull the lever down to release the bunnies. And you can probably guess what happens next. Oh god, not again. Oh no.
Don't panic! It's just a rogue hole. This is literally very normal. I turned down the emergency lights because it's fun. Please finish filling out your waivers in the next 5 seconds.
Honing in on my Stitch impersonation, my hole explodes and the lab is littered with furry friends. No, not those kind. I swallow a bunny in a hard hat holding a blue key card, and I run into the vault and eat the loot and golden quadcopter, earning us the Bandit achievement. Using the blue key card gets us into the anthropology lab, which is the study of dinosaurs. But weirdly enough, there's not a single dinosaur in this game.
Before raccoons, the people of Donut County produce a wide variety of trash. We believe each piece of trash has special significance. Our scientists study this trash round the clock so we can learn to create our own someday. Let's see what they're up to.
I consume these scientists and their life work, transitioning to the next part of this level, which holds the hardest achievement yet. Not really though, I'm just pretty stupid. I swallow a rocket and shoot it up at Stitch's monitor, earning us another achievement. The next puzzle in this level took a literal hour to do and caused me to be late for work. Your boy Talfort is not known for his noggin and instead known by his slogan. I don't even know what that means. It's provocative, it gets the people going! I spend this next level struggling to figure out this puzzle. There's a lazy Susan who I'll just call your mother from now on. Your mother holds an assortment of goodies which we have to power on by filling the hole with water to make her spin. We have to get a rocket, get the bird to drink the water, and then use the furnace to light the rocket, which then needs to be eaten and aimed at the exposed wiring in the corner. For some reason, my monkey brain thought that eating the rocket would put it out and prevent me from shooting it. I tried to keep the pool of water to lead the rocket over, but what my monkey brain also forgot was that when fire is submerged in water, it won't light. Ah, shoot. Alright, so I gotta get on this side so it'll fire that rocket. I don't know where it's going to. Oh, come on. Wait, so am I supposed to eat the rocket and shoot it back out? I'm not. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Can this thing go any faster? Let's try that right there. Let's see if I need to go into that wiring system. But then how can I light it on fire? Oh, this is a pain. Oh, come on. Oh, the bird isn't supposed to drink the water. That's why I keep messing it up. The bird cannot drink the water. No water for you, birdie. None. Go away. Nope. This children's game is killing me. Am I supposed to boil this water? I can't believe I'm having to look this up. No! Oh my god, I'm stupid. I spun your mother around on a platter until I finally figured it out and launched the rocket up at the wiring, finishing the level and taking us to Stitch's office.
Oh! Well, that concludes the tour. Attention hole driver! Meet me in my office! Thank you!
Jesus Christ, that sucked. We go down an ominous hallway, being led by Donuts, which I don't hesitate twice to. And at the end, the Stitch confronts Burger King, who hops down on his office for a chat. Want a pickle? No. I'm here to get you to reverse the holes. Bring everyone back.
Did you know you're the highest rated hole driver in Donuts County? You're famous, BK.
Whoa. Really?
Picture this, dude. Full-time employee status. Company stock. The company will take care of everything for you. They'll even wipe your butt.
I hate wiping my butt.
If you join me, you'll get to play with really big boy toys. The King Quadcopter. It has a cement cannon for tough construction jobs. It's the pickup truck of quadcopters.
Oh my god. OMG.
I have one more thing to show you. Follow me.
While Burger King follows Stitch to some unknown location, Mira and Batman #2 are swarmed by the feds. The two get anxious and worry about how they'll get out of this as Burger King signs his life away. That's where the holes come from. Sick.
BK, those nerds in the hot air balloon are holding you back. You gotta learn to put yourself first. You gotta reach in and take the pill.
What if my hand gets stuck, like yours?
It's nuts that I could take it out whenever. It's meant to inspire you. Sign this.
Wow. Branch manager. And I get health insurance? Lucky dude, I need health insurance right now.
Yep, and of course, a brand new quadcopter.
Huh? Alright. Hand me the pen. Mira and Batman number 2 are face to face with the King Quadcopter boss fight. This boss fight is incredibly easy and holds 3 achievements. The first one, we have to lose the boss fight, which is pretty hard to do considering it takes 2 whole minutes to get our health down to 0. I mean, what is this? We are literally one tap. After perishing, we get the game over achievement, which is pretty boring. The next achievement, we have to beat the boss fight without taking a single hit of damage. Oh, what is he doing? What is he doing? It's like Elton John's dried farts in here. The first phase is easy. We have to avoid the King Quadcopter's cream, suck up the little mines, and then shoot them back out using the catapult. The second phase of the boss fight throws down a random pattern of cement blocks, which we have to navigate to avoid Elton John's dried farts. After a few rounds of damage, we defeat the boss and it crashes out in flames, just like I do after realizing that 98% of you watching this video are not subscribed. After defeating the King Quadcopter, Mira and Possum slander Burger King for abandoning them, but what's this? Another phase of the boss fight? Burger King kicks open the door and we found out that just like my ex-wife, he didn't take the pickle. With some quick thinking, I swallow BK, who is holding a USB drive, and shoot him back out at the quadcopter. After hacking, the boss spits out mines and is unable to move, making it easy for me to launch my bombs and destroy him for good, earning us the flawless and boss fight achievement. A tornado forms and we destroy Raccoon HQ and his little statue of Stitch, which gives us the Dethroner achievement. With the evil Raccoon HQ company destroyed, we travel back beneath the surface to launch everyone back up to the top. One by one they go, each giving a heartfelt explanation. Who cares? I sped through the dialogue and I have no idea what they said. We just got the redeemed achievement. Burger King finally gets his quadcopter, and we clean up the last few achievements by flying it through the donut hole to get the pilot achievement. I found this chain, and by following it, we find Stitch, aka the Trash King's secret getaway vehicle, earning us the second to last achievement of this game. After one last look through the Trashopedia, I popped the final achievement, Nerd. This game was a lot of fun considering the puzzles were easy for the most part. I had a pretty good time playing it and writing this script, so if you guys enjoyed watching, I'd enjoy a like or even a sub. Let me know what other games you'd like to see me 100%. I've been thinking of a certain aquatic game to do soon.